Hello everyone, it's Taylor, and today I'm here to film the Guilty Reader book tag. So let's get right into it. Question number 1, have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? I honestly don't think I've done this before. I have given people books that I bought for myself just because I feel like that's a good way to recycle stories and not waste them. But I don't think I've ever regifted a book that someone gave me as a present. Question number 2, have you ever said that you've read a book when you really haven't? No. Yes. Yes, I have done this. Mainly when I was in high school, I did this. Mrs. M, I know you follow me on Facebook, so if you're watching this, I didn't do it in your English class. It was mainly like senior year, particularly Death of a Salesman. I just, for the life of me, could not get into that story. I couldn't bring myself to care about the characters. It was a horrible read. The other one was Heart of Darkness, also my senior year. That is such a dark story. I know the title really didn't give it away, but it was a rough story to get through. So I read parts of it, but I also did skip over some things. I read a lot of Spark Notes on that book. Assigned reading has always been difficult for me because I love reading, but the moment that someone's like, you must read this book, then this sort of like inner rebel in me is like, I won't do it. But yes, long story short, I have said that I've read a book when I really haven't. Question number 3, have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? Unfortunately, I have done this before, which is so terrible because I'm the worst when people do it to me. But again, this isn't something that I've done since I was a child. I used to, like, I think I still have a couple library books from the library I went to when I was a lot younger. So yes, I have borrowed a book and not returned it. Question number 4, have you ever read a series out of order? Absolutely not. That is like pure anarchy to me, and I don't know how someone could actually do that. But if you do it, I would love to know how or why, what motivates you to read a series out of order. But truly, I don't think that I could. Question number 5, have you ever spoiled a book for someone? I can't think of like a specific instance where I know that I've spoiled a book for someone, but if I have, it was probably Allegiant by Veronica Roth, just because anyone who has read that book or knows about the plot twist of that book knows that there's a terrible ending to the entire series. And when I first found out about it, I was like so upset that I was very vocal about that sort of plot twist. And I'm sure in that vocalness, I ruined it for someone else. And if I did, I'm sorry. What can you do? Question number 6, have you ever dog-eared a book? 100% I can say with certainty that I have never done this. I have always had the utmost respect for my books. When I was a kid and I had issues relating to other kids my age, my books sort of became my friends, and I used those as a way to escape and to journey to new worlds and to make friends of my own. And because that relationship I had with them, they were always sacred to me. So definitely no disrespecting the books with the doggy ears. Not in my lifetime. Number 7, have you ever told someone that you don't own a book when you really do? I can't think of a specific instance where this has actually happened. I know that I do have a lot of like super cheesy romance novels on my phone that I like to just read through when I need a quick read on an airplane or something. I might be a little more hesitant to claim that I own those books, but truly, like, why be embarrassed about something? We all have to read some sort of genre, so I don't think I've ever specifically lied about owning a book when I did own it. Number 9, have you ever skipped a complete chapter or a section of a book? I am not a chapter skipper or like a section skipper, but I have picked up a lot of speed reading techniques throughout my many years of reading, and I am a skimmer. If there's a section that I think is stupid, or if there's a lot of like background information or scenery description. Like, I don't care that there were 700 yellow daisies and they were all blooming to pure perfection and they made the ambiance of the room look amazing. I'll skim through that in a heartbeat. I don't ever skim through dialogue or like important moments, but definitely a lot of like scenery description and that kind of stuff. I'll just skim it and then pick up reading when the book gets juicy again. Number 10, have you ever badmouthed a book that you actually liked? Yes, I have done this, and I think it's actually important to be able to badmouth things that you do like or enjoy. I think it is incredibly important to be able to look at things with a critical eye, and even if you did enjoy a book, you should be able to delve deeper and see if there were any issues or problems that could have been corrected. The main example I have for this is the Twilight series, and I read these books when I was in high school and reread them in subsequent years. It's been a couple years since I've picked up a book from the series, but I can still remember while I loved the books and was so encapsulated in the story, I found a ton of issues with them. Plot and characters aside, if you really delve into those books, you will see that they are actually very poorly edited. It could just be my versions because I bought them all like right when they came out, right when they released. So maybe later versions have been fixed. But it amazes me that some of the sentence structures, some of the incorrect tenses, commas in the wrong places, lack of commas where there should be commas. It's just crazy to me that a book could be published without having been thoroughly edited. So that is definitely something that I'm vocal about. I also think that there are a lot of character flaws that I would have loved to be corrected. But again, overall, I did enjoy the series. I just am able to see that there are some issues with it. So I do think it's important to badmouth, if you will, things that you like and enjoy. I did forget to film this outro originally, so if the lighting or the camera angling is different at all, I apologize. But thank you so much for watching my Guilty Reader tag, and if you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. Question number 2. Have you okay. Again, this is a situation where I can't think of a specific book. I swear my camera is crooked, but the level says it's level, so what do I do? Ah! Number 9. Have you ever chipped? What? Number 9. Have you ever skipped a chapter or a complete section of a book? I think that was the question. Yes. The stories are so popular that it's crazy to me that they're... I think that's it. Let's take a thumbnail.